Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Durant, the pass to Young. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Millsap attacking. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Durant drawing the double team. Williams dishes to Durant. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte making some changes. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Kaman. Jordan Crawford comes in for Oladipo. And it's Udrih in for Michael Carter-Williams. And then for Oklahoma City, Tyler Zeller's checked in for Nowitzki. Watch comes in for Sullinger. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Williams. For Charlotte, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, guys, you go back to last season, and this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Yeah. As a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Outside Durant from deep three-point range. Crawford with the rebound. 4 seconds left. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Hornets on top, up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back
next Wednesday, November.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Omer Asik is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Jordan Crawford, and it's Udrih in at the point. Poke loose. Asik with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Frye in the post. He's against Bloch. Udrih can't hit. On defense, the Hornets, they put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Well, Kevin Durant certainly had one of the most memorable nights in the NBA last season, Steve. Dropping the 54 points on national TV. He really looked unstoppable in that game in particular.
Yeah, that was against the Warriors back in January. It was a career high for him. And, you know, Golden State tried every trick in the book, and they have good defenders on the wing, but didn't seem like anything they tried worked that night.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Chris Kaman's checked in for Asik. Millsap comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Carter-Williams in for Udrih. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. The basket good off the assist from Carter-Williams. 6 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And with Durant and his 54-point explosion, I mean, you really get to see just how unstoppable he can be when he's hitting like that. I mean, nobody can guard.
Here's Cannon. The three-pointer is right on target.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Oladipo kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. And Durant sends it back. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, I mean, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Now Carter Williams, 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
Had a huge rebounding night as well, really controlling the glass.
For Charlotte, they have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts. No good on the second free throw. Now here's Durant. From deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And that concludes.
Kevin, there was a point where you seemed to kick it into high gear. What changed as this first half progressed?
Well, we stayed with our defense, and I think we were a little lazy in that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, and rebounded basketball. And
The second half beginning in just a moment.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 11 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense. Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname. Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Durant is out there at Blatch. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Zeller, and it's Young in at the 2 spot. Here's Kid Gilchrist. No luck. Great D that time from Durant. And although Charlotte Clark got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, they had some good games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did, and the injury to Al Jefferson, though, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged their ability to really compete with the Heat. So they weren't able to break the postseason winless streak, but the team is certainly headed in the right direction.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some changes for Charlotte. Asik comes in for Chris Kaman. And it's Udrih in for Victor Oladipo. And Durant comes to help. Now the feed to Udrih. 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They defeat. Oh!
Look out!
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Now with Brook Lopez missing most of the season in Brooklyn, Steve, how big was the play of Andre Blatch inside for the Nets?
Well, it was huge, Kevin, because he can score and rebound at a pretty high level. And when Lopez went down, the Nets went small an awful lot of the time, but Blatch represented their one threat on the interior, so he played a big role.
Channing Frye's checked in for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Zeller. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Zeller's got his first bucket of the night.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte making a switch here.
Jordan Crawford.
Now Udrih. Poked away. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Millsap has the open look, and no good trying to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 10. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us.
Next Friday, November 7th, the Milwaukee Bucks go up against the Detroit Pistons. It's all about the Central Division. You don't want to miss it.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. Scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Udrich out there with Jordan Crawford. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Asik in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Oklahoma City's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
For the Hornets, this one not looking too good. Udrich up top. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Chris Kaman's checked in for Frye. Oladipo comes in for Jordan Crawford. And it's Carter Williams in for Udrich. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Williams for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. Carter Williams the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Carter Williams kicks to Oladipo. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front by 11. 1:05 left here in the 4th quarter. Paul Millsap's checked in for Omer Asik. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Kevin Durant's checked in for Lou Williams. Durant with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. They get it back. And Young kicks to Durant. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Hornets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide. And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
That's his 5th personal foul.
The first one falls, and the Hornets making a change here.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2.
Carter Williams hits them both. Here's Young. Outside Durant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant.
That free throw, no good. And the Hornets making a change here. And the second free throw, good. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Sampson. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, you guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and